Hello there. What is wrong with me? Screw it. I'm going to leave it in there. This past weekend, I went to Boca Chica to visit Starbase. And I've got some reflections I want to share for this video. The main focus of this video is a reminder to take things slow. Hindsight's 2020. If I knew then what I know now, I can't help but feel that this trip would have turned out different. It's been a couple of months since I've taken the Cirkut camera out, and honestly, life's just thrown a bunch of the usual you have to deal with this crap stuff popped up. Challenges like my car broke down, the house broke down, the house AC broke down. It was just stuff everybody has to deal with, and it just seemed to all happen continuously for the last few weekends. Well, for the last few months. And when I did have time off, genuine time that I could actually do something, the weather was terrible. It's been so windy and rainy in so many of the southern states the last 2 months that I'm surprised we haven't all been blown away. I don't want to overwhelm you with the details, but just know that the last few videos that I've made was a way for me to try and bridge the gap between my misadventures. I'm realizing I need to take a step back and embrace the moments when I finally have the opportunity to use the Cirkut. Trust me, you'll see why this is important soon. Really, I want you to remember, don't rush. I set up for my first photo near the super heavy catchers, finding a small hill that gave me a nice vantage point above the row of worker vehicles. My plan was to use the widest angled lens that I had available as a 12-inch or 300mm roughly. In the end, I experimented with the 12-inch and the 14-inch lenses until I finally selected the 14-inch lens. Just waiting on the sun to peek through the clouds again, waiting on the clouds to pass. And then we're going to hit this one. 180 degrees, looking at the original, I guess it's a water tower now, but the original thrust test platform that they used. And catch some of the RVs and campers on the beach. So now we just wait it out. Okay. Location 2. That's supposed to get us to Mars. It's pretty interesting. I didn't realize how close we were to the water. Let me show you. Ah, there you go. There's the beach. The Gulf. We're that close. Anyways, I'm going to set up the Cirkut. Go for round 2. I want you to pay attention to something. Watch my body language. Right there. You see that? That's when I realized that I messed up the previous shot. Now I'm looking down the road to where I just was at. Now look at my dumb face. Look how pissed I look. I made a mistake. I used the wrong gear for the wrong lens. All of that's gonna have to just be sacrificed. Yay! Waste of film. It's been so damn long I can't remember how to use my stupid camera. It's not stupid. I'm stupid. Ugh. The reason I didn't show a scan from the previous area is It's ruined. I'm going to upload an image of it at the end of the video here, but it's bad. You know what? We'll splice in some here. This right here, this is what happens when you use the wrong gear with the wrong focal length. See, I used a gear specifically for infinity focus on a 14-inch lens when I should have been using a gear for a 12-inch lens. At some point in time, I must have gotten them mixed up because I had brought both of them with me, and for some reason I assumed the 14-inch was still attached to the camera and not the 12. I swapped the 12 out for the 14, thinking I had the 12 on. And then I swapped back thinking I had put the 14 back on, but it in fact was the 12-inch. And I still used the gear for the 14-inch on the 12-inch, and this is the results. It's not good. From this distance, you may not be able to see anything, but I'll show some scans on the video. It's quite disappointing, but at the same time, I really didn't like the composition. On top of that, at some point in time, the bellows must have fell down because the bottom of the image is completely missing, which means the bellows got in the way of the lens, and I ruined it there too. Don't rush. Slow down. This camera is older than any family member you have. Back to your regularly scheduled broadcast.
One good thing about a camera like this, I don't have to check the shutter. If the camera doesn't turn, the shutter don't work. And no testing that, at least. I was hoping for a lot more sun today and a lot less clouds, but somewhere in between doesn't seem like it's going to be a thing for me. At least it's cool, kind of, with 80% humidity. Yeah, let's load up before I miss some more sun, shall we?
Oh, you see this? You see this right here? You're going to love this. The shutter didn't work. Yep. It's like I predicted it. I should have made a bingo card for this episode. I guarantee you somebody would call it in the comments. You might be asking yourself, how am I supposed to fix this now? The film is already in the camera. It's loaded up. It's ready to go, but the shutter's not. I had to rewind the film, take it back out, and kickstart the governor. Basically, I spun the governor several times while the motor was engaged and waited to see if I can get it to complete. I let it exhaust all of the remaining energy, then wound the motor back up, put the film back in. Second time's the charm.
You may have been seeing me hold the camera and turn it. Well, that's so I can try to reduce any uneven lines. It seems to work. The number 10 here that I have seems to be a little bit more worn out than my number 6. And don't put light on me, put light on the damn starship. Okay, I think we're moving. All right, we're getting ready for the shot. I'm really not going to be happy with any of the shots that I get here today. The side of the road I wanted to set up on, across from the Starship, what do they call it, the garden. Over there, that road got closed off back in 2023. I didn't know that, so I kind of ruined this setup. I wanted to get a tall shot of one of them, the boosters or even the Starship that's over there. But down here all along this road, there is signs that say no parking. Yeah, there it is. No parking all the way down. So I can't even park on that side of the road. I'm just past, right past the limits, I think, because I don't see anything that says Starship property or Starbase property. There's some signs over here that say don't go over here, and there's some signs that say over here that don't go over here, and nobody's bothered me since. But again, I really just don't like the composition. But I needed to get out and use the camera, so you know, my failures today will probably at least be a learning experience for someone, especially if you're getting into circuit photography. But there's cars coming, it's gonna get loud, so I'm gonna pack up and head home. I have a third roll, but I don't know if I'm gonna use it.
After all my mistakes and the issues that I had on this particular misadventure, 4 images were taken, and only one of them was really worth sharing, and with that, it's not very good. Interestingly enough, though, there was a coyote I saw off in the distance for most of my time standing around at the second location. I was surprised after I developed and took the loop to my image that I could actually see some detail of the coyote in the distance. At the end of it, as I was packing up, the coyote came pretty close, a little too close for comfort. I don't know if they're aggressive, but he was less than 10 feet away when I finally noticed him. Anyways, if you like this sort of content, maybe you'll like this one. Click the link on the screen.